Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the first thing I want to apologize to all our viewers on this channel because we were unable to produce video on time. I changed the location from where I used to stay to another place where you will see me soon recording from that area. And because of the internet issues, I think it might take a little bit long, maybe a week or so, for us to be fully back. But we will try as much as possible to make sure that we are bringing the information to you. Hata kama tumechelewa, we will bring something. So I take this early time to apologize in case we will not be coming on time to bring the information or do the analysis on this channel. So just bear with us for this time. Now, the Supreme Court case is going on, but we know that case was reduced to 9 main issues of determination of this case. So that is the way to go. And therefore, what one will appreciate is that already the complainant, who is Raila Odinga, had presented his petition together with the Mother Karua at the Supreme Court. So, na wale wenye walikuwa accused, they are also defending themselves. They have already also presented their submission at the Supreme Court. So as the judges listen to this case, already they have gone through those petitions. They understand what is going on. And because of this, one should appreciate that these judges, as they are listening to this case, they are here when already they have made a decision. They have crystallized what they need into this case. So they are there about 70% on which direction they are going to take. And what is going on is that the bench is only listening to the oral submission for the sake of filling any gaps. That is what is going on there. For example, ukiangalia vile Okiya Mtata amepresent his case at the Supreme Court, the same thing he had wrote. So what is the difference? Nothing. So the judges already have what they need to read and then make a decision. But again, we know now to make sure that they are filling any gaps where necessary. You will see how they are now, for example, when they call for recount of ballot papers in specific polling station, like the 15 polling station they called, they talked about opening of servers. They gave an order so that they can scrutiny the server under the supervision of the court, what clerk ama nani au anakuanga huko. That is just to fill those gaps so that they can come out with more details and concrete decision going forward. So Raila Odinga's side and the Mother Karua, they have already finished. And then today, we are now waiting to see the William Ruto and the Chebukati side. And so we know the scrutiny has been going on, and there are serious issues emerging from the ongoing process. For example, take the case of the Majengo primary as a polling station. And then the issue of IBC people refusing to open the 8 servers. Is it 8 or 9? They have up to 8 servers. And they had refused to open the server until they get order from Wafula Chebukati. So we know that issue was there, but again, the court affirmed their decision, their order, to make sure that the process is not disrupted so that they get what they needed from there timely and move on. There are so many things, and we want to look into that. But before we go deep into the discussion, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and any no comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, Pauline Njoroge, a person I always compare her notes and even share her views on this Punchline, posted something about the 15 polling station, and to be specific, the issue arising from Majengo. And therefore, we want to look into what she's saying as we continue on this discussion. This is what she posted on her Facebook page. The recounting of the 15 polling center has started. The first is Majengo Primary in Mvita, and there are already glaring errors. For example, Form 34A are blank, yet on the IBC portal, there are results. Also, all the provided Form 32A are blank, yet the manual register indicates that some people voted manually. Now, I want you to watch this video shortly, and then we continue with this conversation while the scrutiny was going on the results from Majengo polling station.
What you have found. Just read first before you even give them. Just read the contents, the results as declared at that polling station. You look at it. Yeah.
The ceiling is shown as Form 34A, presidential result. What we have found inside, of course you can see the IBC logo. It shows County Assembly Ward Shimanzi Ganjoni, polling station Majengo 046. It shows serial number from 001975 to 001976. Number of booklets 2, serial number. And the serial up here is PR 1976.
So we are looking at before
Form
we look at the
34A,
contents, the security features, one of it is serial number.
So Form 34A, the serial number is PR 1976. It's indicated that the name of polling station, Majengo Primary School, polling station 2 of 2. Ward Shimanzi Ganjoni, constituency Mvita, County Mombasa. Do you want me to read the codes or those can leave out? I read out the codes? Okay, the code for the polling station is 001-006-00290-4602. I'll read again. So the code for the polling station is 001-006-009-04-602. The other codes are for the ward, constituency, and county. I think I can leave those ones out. Okay. Now, the form is blank. There are no entries. There are no entries in terms of the votes cast for each candidate. And spoil there for all the copies. Yes, this is 2 of 2. Yes. Yes.
So indicate that what we found
So
in there.
I have for.
No, you don't have.
So we don't have for 1 of 2. We don't have Form 34A for 1 of 2. That's okay?
Yes.
Now, the emerging issues, according to the result that the IBC chairman Wafula Chebukati announced to Kenyans, is that William Samoei Ruto was ahead of Raila Odinga with about 230,000 votes. That was the gap. And again, In conclusion, you will find that using those numbers, William Samoei Ruto managed to cross the 50+1 mark with about 60,000 votes. So, during the hearing of this case and as the judge are going through railaodinga affidavit, in case it will emerge that there are serious errors or mistakes that can be demonstrated before the Supreme Court to have affected the vote in any way, amounting to about 60,000 votes, then that can provide a ground as a tool to nullify this election. Because that alone is what made Wafula Chebukati to announce William Ruto as president-elect rather than calling for a runoff. Because if Ruto was not going to get 50+1, then the next move was to call for a runoff. And in a runoff, hata kama utashindia mwenzako kura moja, basi wewe utakuwa president. Hivyo tu. So this is the issue the Azimio side is looking into. Hapo ndio wameweka bet yao. So we were thinking that the team is looking into a situation where maybe 230,000 votes can be the discrepancy to cause nullification of this election. Is not so. It's very small. Just 60,000. Because the margin between William Ruto and Raila Odinga is not like what was there in 2017 and 2013 between William Ruto, between Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta. So Uhuru alikuwa anashinda Raila na about 1 million votes. It was huge margin. But this gap was close. The race was tight. In fact, if it was genuine, this result, that Ruto is the president-elect, then the reality on the ground will be that a half of this country, purely half, voted for Raila and another half for William Ruto, if it was true. But because watu wa Azimio wamekataa mambo na wako na evidence yao to prove that Chebukati cooked his own figures to fit what already he had determined to announce. You don't agree with it. So like, if this case will turn to maybe prove that maybe there was like 10,000 or 20,000 as a discrepancy in this election, then that cannot amount into nullifying the election, because definitely again you can demonstrate that to what extent could it affect William Samoei Ruto from attaining 50+1%. If it will be demonstrated that the discrepancy cannot amount to maybe reducing the numbers that made William Samoei Ruto to get 50+1, then his victory is going to be upheld. And with what we are seeing, the games now playing out, Wafula Chebukati instructing his people not to open the servers, wanasema mpaka wapata order kutoka kwake, and yet we know the Supreme Court had already given a direction, which should be just an order, to open the server for scrutiny. In fact, even when they were giving this order, the Chebukati side lawyers had asked the court to make it clear if it is only read on or they can go beyond that, and the judges made it clear it was not an issue of read only like what we had in 2017. They were to go deeper, to do proper analysis and come up with a better report to the Supreme Court. So if you see all those coming out to play, then you should understand that there could be something Chebukati and his team are trying to play. But of course, because the deep state is not on their side to play the same game they played in 2017 to an extent of refusing to open servers. Of course, the scrutiny is going on. So we are going to wait and see how the issue is going to play out and update our viewers timely. I don't know what you think about this, but that's my view. So let us meet in the comment section to have a continuation of this conversation. See you in our next video.